Hey guys, what's up? This is Shashwat over here from Design Teenage. Hope you all are doing well, and today in this very particular session we are going to talk about what is the difference between NIFT and NID. A very important question which some of you are asking. Design aspirants, they are quite crazy about that. Sir, what should we go for? Should we go for NIFT or NID? Which is better? Which is suitable for me? So now we are here to answer this very question, and in this very session we are going to talk about each and every aspect that differentiates NIFT from NID or NID from NIFT. So stay tuned and let's continue.
The first step towards achieving your dreams is having the right coach. Get the best education with Design Teenage and make your NATA and NIFT dreams come true. Download the app now.
So right now, see, we have to understand what is NID and what is NIFT. The very aspect that NID is National Institute of Design and NIFT is National Institute of Fashion Technology. The name itself talks about that NID, your National Institute of Design, gives an overall understanding of the design courses or the design curriculum. Wherein when we talk about your NIFT, it is kind of fashion centralized, you can tell, or everything, all the different courses that you have, whether it is for bachelor's or for your master's, is quite fashion centralized. Now over here we need to go back. When NID started, what all was there at the back of the mind, who started it, how the Indian government was planning on that, and what all we have now, and which one can be the best option for you. So see, NID started back in 1961, and the most important thing is that it is a very core design. So it's kind of related to the industrial design part. Whereas if we look forward to your NIFT started in 1986 and it's related to your fashion centralized, or it's related to your fashion technology. Now what do I mean by that? So what are the courses that you get under NID? So or courses or career options also. So in via NID you can think of things like automobile design, your product design. There is also textile design in your NID. But when we move towards NID, it's kind of industrialized or your industry focused design. When we move towards your NIFT, it's kind of innovations or fashion centralized innovations and technology related to fashion. So over here we need to understand that what is the intake of NIFT and what is the intake of your NID. Let me talk about NID first and then talk about NIFT. So when we look at NID and NIFT, just on a basic or an abrupt view, we get to know that getting admission into NIFT can be quite simpler or a little bit easier in comparison to NID. Now why I am telling that, you need to understand. So when we look forward to your intake for NID, there are around 100 for undergraduate and 245 for postgraduate. When we look forward to NIFT, the number almost increases by 3x. This is an abrupt idea, kind of quite be different for some of the institutes, or as a whole when we look for, it can be different to some extent. But almost the understanding is 3x intake is there in NIFT in comparison to NID. Now we need to understand that how many disciplines that you get under NID and how many do you get under NIFT. So approximately 19 disciplines for your undergraduate program, and in NIFT you get around 7. For postgraduate it's 3 in NIFT, and in NID it's a little bit more. Now when we look for the campuses, why this intake is less in NID and why it is more in NIFT, we need to understand that NID has 3 core campuses. Your NID Ahmedabad, NID Bangalore and NID Gandhinagar. Apart from that, there are also a few other campuses that include your Kurukshetra, Vijayawada, Bhopal and your Jorhat. Apart from that, when we look forward to your NIFT has total 18 campuses throughout India. Some of them, now people usually ask us about that, sir, which can be the best campus for NIFT. See, there is nothing like the best. It is always it is not the man who flies the plane, or sorry, it is not the plane which he flies, but the man behind you can tell in the pilot seat, or if it's a car, it's the man behind the steering wheel. So that is what we need to understand. So it's not always about the college. Definitely, once you are selecting a college, NIFT as an institution can be good. But once we look about, okay, within NIFT, which can be the best, I need to get in that. Don't focus yourself on that. Rather, you should focus on your core subject. What is your, what all you want to study. So now when you ask us about, so which is better, your NIFT or NID, the very simple answer to this question will be that it all depends on you and it varies from person to person. It will be very unjust if we tell you that, okay, this is good for you. You need to understand for yourself that what is that you want to focus on, whether it's industry-based core design or whether it's things related to fashion. If it's fashion, it will be NIFT for you. If it's things related to the basic design and it's industry related, that is what you want to pursue and go ahead with, it can be NID. So these are the options, and this is how your NIFT stands out from NID or NID stands out from NIFT. We have to talk about that in detail for each one of you if you want to get a more better idea depending upon your perspective. You can connect us on this number on the screen that you can see. Make sure you reach out to us, clarify all your doubts what you have. Design Teenage is always there for you. We have a very personalized app available on both iOS and Android. Download the app now, connect with us, and let's make the best out of NIFT and NID 2024 and also your UCEED exam. That's all for now. See you all in the upcoming sessions.